Yeah, first of all, just thanks for everybody being here and for your coverage of women's college basketball. Is that number 22? Giving God the glory for number 22 today. Um, all you can, the first thing that comes to mind is just amazing how hard our kids played and how well they played, especially defensively. I mean, I'm not sure we missed more than a handful of assignments today in how to defend that high-octane offense out there. I mean, they're averaging 90 points in their last 5 games. And to hold them to 27% field goal percentage, 14% from three, I mean, I'm just so proud of our kids for how hard they played. I mean, anybody in that arena today, you come away talking about how hard our kids played, first of all. That's what jumps out at. It's what jumps out at me. And, again, you win with guard play. I know we had some guards up here. Shaylee, 6 out of 14, had 19, and 5 steals. And Rory, 7 out of 15. And Shay's 4 out of 8, 3 out of 4 from 3. But defensively, what these kids did today on the perimeter is just amazing. I'm so proud of them. It's hard to do. You got to have kids that are committed to wanting to do it that way. Forced 22 turnovers. We had 10 blocked shots. I thought Taylor in the third quarter was a big difference for us. She was way different than her first time through in the first quarter when I thought Beatrice really hurt us a little bit in the first half. But boy, Taylor was really special there in the third quarter and allowed us to do some good things. And, Rory has 8 assists and does her normal from the field. 7 rebounds. I asked her to get 6. She got 7. So just, again, it's hard to do, y'all, to hold that team to 6 and 8 points in the second and fourth quarter. But we talked about it. You give these kids 4 days to get ready for somebody. These kids they can do it. And we talked about toughness today, about being resilient, about a game of runs, and about if the building's quiet, that means you're winning. You're doing something right. You're keeping people, you're not letting them make those threes and make the spectacular. So super proud of our team. When we made our run in the third quarter, they were contesting the rebounder with 2 people. And once we got it to Rory, then it became 3-on-2. Shay was down there in her home away from home in the right corner and knocks down 2 big threes for us. And and give Rory credit, she found her. So thought we executed some good stuff down the stretch. Shaylee made some big buckets for us. And, again, these 3 right here played their guts out today. I am so proud of them, proud of our entire team.
Rory, how do you kind of go forward? You guys play in 2 days. You can't get too ahead of yourself, but how do you celebrate this win but also focus on a busy week next week?
Of course we're going to celebrate this big win. I mean, I think one of the interviewers on the court asked me, like, you held a team that usually scores pretty much 100 points a game. I know I'm being dramatic, but that's just what it looks like. To 45. And that just means you're just playing. That's the definition of textbook defense, in my opinion, or even just Texas defense. Of course, we have to focus on the games ahead of us. They're as important as well, but we will set aside some time to celebrate this win.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Rory just found me in really good spots. She got me the right shots at the right time, and it kind of just came together. Yeah, I mean, open transition threes, we work on that, so I was pretty comfortable.
Have you ever seen the Sports Illustrated cover your dad was on in the Oklahoma game?
Yes, I have. It's actually in our house.
What it kind of mean for you to kind of have your moment knowing what this rivalry is?
Yeah, I mean, it's super exciting. Obviously, I grew up a Longhorn fan, which equals hating OU. So obviously, you look forward to these games. They mean a lot. You try to explain to everyone else that's not necessarily from Texas how important this rivalry is and how much it means to our fans and everyone at Texas. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, we prepared like how we should this whole time leading up to this game, and it showed on the court, I thought.
Nick, obviously Shay's role is not necessarily offense, but for her to be just kind of hot in the corner today, what did that kind of mean for this team?
Well, I mean, anytime we can get her some looks, look, she's shooting the ball really well right now. Danny, her and Shaylee both, and you look at our last 5, they're shooting the ball well. I mean, you cannot not guard either one of these kids right now. They're really shooting it well. I'm talking about from 3 and 2, and so they're putting in the work. You know, you can throw Rory in with them. They're all 3 putting in the time in the gym to shoot the basketball. But all you saw today is what she's been doing in practice. And again, the stats don't lie. You look at her stats right now. I've told her, you know, I don't care if you miss one. If you're open again, take the shot. She's got to, because she's a good shooter. So I think, Danny, she had her best overall game today. She didn't get backdoored. I don't think she gave up a 3. She was really good defensively. I don't know. She didn't have – how many rebounds did you have, Shay?
3 or something.
Yeah. She only had 3, but, I mean, she didn't turn it over but once. She had 3 assists and a block shot. So I thought today might be her best overall game. Again, we've got some weapons. You don't have to do a lot over there. Just don't turn it over and defend and rebound a little bit, and that'll help us. And then when you leave her open, you got to make a shot. Like at this level, you got to make horse shots. To me, those shots were horse shots, and she made them.
You guys are so tall and long that if you guys have this effort defensively, don't you think you guys can make a run?
I do. I mean, I've said this all year. We're the tallest team in the league. We block shots, alter shots. We work on defense every day, over an hour. These kids put in the time. We have to be rewarded for being that. Everything I just said. And we can't, you know, so I thought tonight we did that. I mean, when you got Taylor back there blocking shots and Deanna blocking her alter and Hattie, it allows these guards to maybe be aggressive and take some chances and do some things. So I agree with you. When you go out and play like that now, you got a chance. But we haven't done that consistently all year. That was a 4 days of prep game. Now, you give these kids 4 days of prep and give my staff 4 days, we've been down the road a little bit, you know. We've been around the block. So I thought these kids did a great job with it.
I covered Aaliyah for a long time. What's her status? Is she hurt?
Oh, she's coming along good. You know, she had a season-ending knee injury and had to have ACL repair, but she's chomping at the bit. She informed me, because I'm always on her, where's your brace? And she said, Coach, I don't have to wear it next week. I'm like, okay, but what about right now? We're not next week yet. And she walks around without it, and I'm just worried about somebody crashing into her in practice. But she's coming along really good. Our staff's doing a great job with her, and she's chomping at the bit. So she's doing well. And you know what? She brings a lot to our team over there on the side and on the bench. She really does. And, you know, Rory will tell you, when you're hurt, you're having to sit over there and watch what's going on. It's a learning experience. You see what Coach has been telling you forever. You know, and now you're sitting over there going, oh, yeah, I guess he does know what he's talking about. Yeah, I see it now. And she said that to me on a couple of occasions. So she's seeing it. She's chomping at the bit. She's ready to go. But obviously this game means a lot to her as well.
Vic, both games this season you guys have been able to hold Anna, Taylor, and Maggie all below double-figure scoring. There's a lot of offensive firepower to control. I don't know the exact stat. I can't imagine all 3 of them have been kept out of double-digit figures many times over the course of their careers.
It's like playing Roger Maris and Mickey Mantle. I mean, they're in the chase right now they're the 3rd and their 4th leading all-time scorers in the history of Oklahoma, and they're both neck and neck. So they're both, you know, like I said earlier in the week, I mean, it's like having Maris and Mantle out there. And then you got Anna, who, if she hadn't been hurt, she's liable to be number 1 or 2. I mean, the kid is an offensive machine. And so all 3 of them, and you think about it, y'all. Y'all know what the stats are. They put 4 people out there that you're going to lose the horse game. I mean, you're going to lose it. You can't play horse with them. There ain't no hope you miss defense when you play Oklahoma. And Coach Brunt, she does a great job with that group. And so you got to be locked in, and you cannot have many mistakes. So, yeah, that whole group is just, they're so good offensively. And for our kids, man, I think you saw a little pride out there today. I think you saw some kids that really took a challenge and know what's on the line and went out there and made it happen.
Shaylee, how do you feel about this team as you guys gear up for the end of the regular season?
I mean, it's super exciting. You know, this win is huge for us, and I feel like it just adds more excitement to the game. And, you know, we're super excited for our next game, and hopefully we have a good practice and we're ready for the next game.
I mean, you guys not only beat OU twice this year, but, I mean, you beat them by a combined 42 points in these games. And what's been the difference?
Who's that for?
Whoever wants to answer.
Well, again, I just think it's our kids taking to the floor what we work on every day, having a pride in defending and taking pride in the challenge. I mean, that is one of the best offenses in the country. That's those three kids, you know, all those shooters out there, but those three in particular that you just brought up. Again, there's been some pretty good players here at OU. It's number 3, number 4, number 12. And I just think our kids understand the importance of we're not going to beat Oklahoma 90 to 80. It ain't going to happen. We're not a team that can go get 90 right now. I mean, we've got our second leading scorer that's out right now. But there's other ways to win, y'all. And I think our kids have embraced, okay, this is what we have to do. And it's not just this team. I mean, it's everybody we've played. We've really tried to hunker down and defend a little bit. I think we held West Virginia to 48, you know, in the last game. So, you know, maybe we're starting to get it. I'm not a guy that gets too, you know, I'm always coaching against the ghost, and I'm looking for that consistency. But if you play like you played today, you've got a chance. And I think maybe they get this now. They see it. They got a little taste of it. But look, we got 2 monsters left. I'm going to let them enjoy today. But when we get off the plane and get back to campus, we got to put it in a sink and flush it, because we got to get ready for Baylor on Monday night. And you got 1 day of prep. I mean, it's beyond me how we get all year long, and now all of a sudden we've gone Saturday, Monday, Saturday at the end of the year. But this is the hand we've been dealt with. And both Monday games were against top 3 teams. So we've got to get ready. And you know what? We got to do better than the last time we did this. So we'll get ready. And I'll promise you, our kids will be excited. We're going to have a sold-out arena on Monday night. I think we had 9,000 tickets sold when we left yesterday. And I'm betting by midnight tonight it's sold out. So should be a great atmosphere, but you got a really good team coming to town.
Rory, you know, as you know what you guys want to accomplish, at least crowd-wise, on Monday. How excited should Texas fans be about this team?
Well, one, it's our senior night, so that's always great. I mean, I love my seniors and all that, but it's always fun to play at Moody now. I mean, it looks so good, and it's just a new year. I mean, I'm just so appreciative of the fans that come out. Like, I promise you, when I looked at the attendance from Moody Center, was like around 2,000, 3,000 every game. What is it? Oh, the Irwin, sorry, I'm tired. The Irwin Center is about 2,000, 3,000, but now when I look, it's about like 5,000, 6,000, maybe 7,000 here and there, and that just means everybody's putting in the effort to come support us, and that just means a lot coming from the team and the staff and everybody here. So.
Anything else?
Hey, thanks for your coverage. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank
Praise
you.
the Lord and hook 'em horns.